Divergent thinking is a thought process used to generate creative ideas by exploring many possible solutions. It typically occurs in a spontaneous, free-flowing, non-linear manner, such that many ideas are generated in an emergent cognitive fashion. Many possible solutions are explored in a short amount of time, and unexpected connections are drawn. Welcome to Minds in Formation. All right. So, you know how I was telling you I was going to look on Grok to try to find something to start things off? I think you'll be kind of interested, and I'll have you know that I didn't search for this or prompt it a bunch of times. This is literally the first one that came up. First, I asked it for a prompt, and so it helped me write one. And then I used the prompt that it helped me write to come up with a starter question, and I thought it was fun. So the prompt was share the most fascinating thing you've come across today. It could be a surprising news story, a quirky historical event from this date, a mind-blowing scientific discovery, or even a random fun fact that caught your attention. What makes it stand out, and why does it spark your curiosity?
Okay, well...
Hold on. No. This is the prompt.
Oh.
That's the prompt. So this is the question. So I'll always use the same prompt at the start of a show just to come up with something random to talk about, or at least I'll try it. It'll be a little series. The most fascinating thing I've come across today is a quirky historical event tied to September 8. In 1966, the first episode of Star Trek aired on NBC. This debut introduced a sci-fi universe that's still shaping pop culture, science, and technology decades later. What stands out is how a low-budget show with cardboard sets sparked a franchise that inspired real-world innovations like cell phones and AI, while tackling bold themes like diversity and ethics. It's curious because it shows how a single creative spark can ripple through time, influencing both imagination and reality.
Star Trek's a good one, too.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because when I think about Star Trek, too, I have such positive feelings about it, but I also want the world to be like Star Trek. That's like really what I would imagine as like utopia, where you don't work, there's no money, and you're literally just doing what brings you joy, whether like being able to be more creative. And with the dawn of AI coming up and automation, it just seems like it could fit so well together.
It seems like it could. It seems like it's possible. But then you think about if that suddenly happened today, if like all your needs were met and you really didn't have anything to worry about, how many people would just rot away, basically?
I think a lot. I think that transition to really function well might take like 200 years.
Yeah. It's going to be generational.
Yeah. Like there's going to be so many growing pains, and it's unfortunate because we're going to be living in the time where a lot of people are going to be, their jobs are going to be gone and they're going to have to pivot, and a lot of people won't know what to do. So that kind of idea of finding purpose in life will be even more important.
Yeah, big time. But if with the right group of people, maybe it just kind of works out. Like when you have the right group of people that are all rowing in the same direction and you have a common goal, then it's probably pretty easy.
And I feel like it would be a couple countries at a time,
Or maybe it'll just be all the billionaires. All the billionaire tech companies they'll have so much money and power that they'll just kind of create their own society, and the rest of us society will just wither away, and they'll be what's left.
Maybe.
And they'll be flying around spaceships and being like,
yeah. I mean, there's still indigenous people living in the rainforest.
Yeah. We'll be the next indigenous people, but we'll be in these weird, like fucked up urban setups, and they'll be like, yikes.
Yeah.
Don't go near the uncontacted.
Yeah. But going back to Star Trek, like it is such a cool concept to be able to just, people are literally just working for the betterment of humanity. Gosh, what a concept.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I mean, I even think about it right now, like if we could get out of the endless arms race and all the countries being afraid of each other and being like, we have to build up our walls and our cyber defenses. And like, if you somehow didn't have to worry about that magically, like poof, and everybody could just be like, let's explore the solar system. And you took all that effort and power and just shoved it over into that, or just not even that specifically, just making life better for humanity, taking really good care of the planet.
Yeah.
Like if people could get out of their bullshit and stop like bickering, you know.
You'd always talk about it. Like if everybody was rowing in the same direction, how far could we truly get?
Oh yeah. We'd be like unstoppable.
Yeah.
But now you're talking almost like you need to operate as a hive, which I don't think that we can do in such large numbers. Like in a smaller numbers, we kind of can. We can operate almost as a single organism in a way.
Yeah. But everything we're talking about will take so much time. Technology will become faster. It will, it'll be much more advanced very, very quickly, but it's the societal kind of cultural changes that'll take 100 to 200 years. That's my kind of idea.
Yeah, maybe. But it's like to get to what? Because now it just seems we're just in a state of constant change. So it's almost like there is real no finish line. It's just progress. You just keep pushing at whatever. Because even if you get to Star Trek, like you live in Star Trek, well, what are they working on now? Now they're working on, I don't know, like exploring the entire galaxy, and there's probably a whole new set of things that they're trying to accomplish, and then it just keeps going even crazier and crazier.
Wouldn't that be the ultimate, to find other life forms and explore the cosmos? Because I feel like, gosh, and maybe that's like a type of faith as well. It's a type of new religion, exploring what's out there.
Yeah. Well, it feeds into the ultimate question that every person has, right?
What's the purpose?
Yeah, whether it's spiritual or even looking to the sky, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
You're like, what's going on here? Is there anybody out there?
I know. I think about it all the time. There's got to be something.
You would think.
I hope so. Talk about something that would bring us together.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, big time. For better or worse.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people would probably freak out.
Oh, yeah.
Freak out big time.
And I guess it all depends on how it goes down. You know, what's first contact look like.
Yeah.
There's a million different. Yeah. Hopefully it's nice. Hopefully they're not ass rapers from outer space.
Yeah, I like hope that it's like Jean-Luc, like the version of Jean-Luc Picard. You know what I mean? I hope that that's the alien that's coming to visit us.
Right.
You know, they're just looking to. They're very benevolent as well. You know, we're just here to explore.
Yeah, or they pop down and they're like, you've reached a certain level of technology where it's time for us to inform you that there is a galactic federation all across this galaxy. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it operates in similar ways that your globe operates, and the fact that there's different countries or different powers or whatever. Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah. I wish. I hope in our lifetime.
Yeah. Or it could be like xenomorphs. And like a random asteroid or spaceship comes down and it has all those eggs like from Alien Earth that we're watching. Right. And it's just crazy parasites, and life as we know it is just wiped out in 2 weeks.
I feel like there will be some sort of parasite, no matter if they're nice or not. Unless they'd probably have figured out how to like not contaminate people by then. I feel like if you're traveling the cosmos, you figure out how not to contaminate everybody along the way.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably have some pretty strong protocols, because, I mean, if you assume that there's life on other planets, it could be vastly different. It could be so crazy that we almost can't even comprehend like it being a thing. We're just like, whoa, it's like blowing our mind, because we're carbon based. We breathe oxygen, and then we have plants. We have this whole system, and it works this way. But that doesn't mean it works that way on every planet.
I want them to come here so bad. I just want to have like a big old sign that says, I love it here, but it's kind of ghetto. It's kind of ghetto.
Or it's the best.
Could you imagine if we were the best? That'd be very upsetting.
You think so?
I do. We, like, no matter what, humans, you know, we are amazing because we have such a capacity for love and friendship and happiness, like all these like really, really positive things, or, characteristics. But I feel like most of humanity, we've just been raping and pillaging.
I mean, in a way, but we've also done amazing, amazing things.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
we're the most, the amazing thing.
I would hope that there would be people who...
There's nothing wrong with us being the best. We're fucking sweet.
Oh, but I'm saying if humanity on Earth is the best in all of the galaxy or the universe, that kind of bummed me out.
Well, what do you mean best? Just by technologically advanced or...
Technologically advanced,
like socially as well, probably.
Yeah, we can barely get off this space rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But socially, just our animalistic characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
If we are the best, I don't know.
Yeah, you'd hope
we're always
that
bitching and fighting, and there's so many good things, but I feel like it gets a lot overshadowed by a lot of the negative.
Or maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Like the negative is just loud and actually it's like mostly positive.
That's true.
I mean, I think in many ways that's probably the case because my life's pretty good. Our lives are pretty good. We have a good time.
In the USA, hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck
but
yeah,
go to like the Democratic Republic of Congo.
I don't give a fuck about that place, dude.
Well,
I live here.
I'm just talking about most of the world's not doing so great.
Yeah, but you also can't like take care of the whole world. You can't manage everything. It's too big of a problem to even comprehend.
And that's why we can't be the best. If we cannot manage everyone on our planet like in a way where everyone is prosperous, we're not the best.
I don't know. But maybe we're on the way there and like we don't even know it yet. Yeah. Because you can also like completely say humanity overall is at its like healthiest, safest. Yeah. The amount of people that die from starvation or get eaten by wolves or succumb to the elements is like, relatively low. But yeah, there's a whole gang of other problems. But unfortunately, half the time, most of the time, it's just because there's a few shitheads that fuck it up.
Yeah, those few shitheads seem to have a lot of control.
Yeah, even when they shouldn't. Like, look at the entire continent of Africa, right? And I'm not trying to shit on it, but most of the governments fucking suck. The structure doesn't like work real well, or there's like crazy corruption, and it's like not very safe in a lot of places. It's like if you could just have a few people figure out a little bit of a better system and it'll be like probably totally sweet there.
Yeah.
Like it's an amazing continent geographically.
Oh yeah. Beautiful. So
like I'd go to Africa all the time if I didn't think I was going to constantly get like robbed or killed. I'm not saying it's like that everywhere, but I've been to Africa and it's rough and
pretty spicy
in a lot of places, dude. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate. And I don't know what that is. It's just like people not being able to figure it out or not being able to get over strictly looking out for their own interests, which essentially is what causes most of the problems that we have on the planet. It's like greed. People are just chasing power or whatever status and looking out for themselves. So if you could, maybe that's the thing that you have to kind of figure out. How do I talk people into caring more about the collective or at least as much as yourself?
Right. And I feel like, I could be pretty pessimistic, but I do feel like in a lot of places, the corruption has been so blatant for so long. And now that we live in such a connected world, it's too hard to hide.
Yeah.
It's way too hard to hide. So now you have all these young people, for instance, myself, who was in junior high when 9/11 happened. And then the Iraq war kicked off after the Afghanistan war. And just from us being lied to at that moment, not knowing that we were being lied to, and then we go through just a series of unfortunate events where it's very apparent that we've been lied to this whole time. And now that there's so many internet sleuths out there, they're even uncovering shit in history that's not true. And so I think it is creating this kind of environment where people are being like, all right, enough is enough. And I'm hoping that will produce some better politicians.
Hopefully. And hopefully that's globally, right?
Yeah.
Not in any one place. Like everyone needs to step it up a notch.
Yeah. And you can see it even in the EU in a lot of countries too. People are getting pissed off the status quo, and their government's not doing anything for them. It's like under the guise of like they are, and they're really not.
Yeah.
And I think people are over it.
Yeah, I think so. Apparently we're pretty tight with the Italian lady though now, right?
She's pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like
she seems pretty cool. I like her.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like leaning more towards like strong kind of, I hate to say nationalistic because like it sounds like very skinhead to me a little bit.
No, that's only because like people have like somehow convinced you that is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Like it's wrong to be proud of America or be like, maybe we should be careful about who comes in here, or like to look out for ourselves.
Yeah.
Like somehow that's like, oh, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
But
dude.
she's really, I don't know much about her from what I've read. It sounds like she's really trying to look out for the Italian people and try to cut down on a lot of mass illegal immigration and stuff like that, which, gosh, they need help.
Yeah.
A lot of these countries need serious help.
Well, people don't like it, but at a certain point, you just have to protect your house.
Yeah.
You can't just, you're going to let people on the street sleep in your bedroom? Probably not. Well, it doesn't matter who they are, where they're from.
There is another side to this coin, right? Like, we have to also take responsibility for a lot of the instability in a lot of these countries.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like we're bitching and complain. Well, we are bitching. We didn't make the decision to go and disrupt these countries, but it's something that we need to be held accountable for. We went in and we destabilized all these countries. We love regime change. We love messing with everybody. And it's not just us. We have a coalition of people that we work with, but there are consequences to some of these actions.
Yeah. Yep, it's true.
And how do we fix that? How do you fix that?
I don't know. Because, you can't just throw money at it.
No.
You tried that shit before. It doesn't work.
But it'll take time. It'll take communities building, right? So I guess I feel like some of these places just need help with infrastructure first, right? That would be the first thing off the top of my mind. If you can have a place where people can build businesses and rebuild communities and homes.
You could try though, but then like I said, it's still like that money just disappears because I feel like there were so many rebuilding efforts and then money starts to get squandered because you have to deal with local businessmen.
Are you talking about like your experience like in Afghanistan and Iraq and stuff like that?
That shit happened all the time. Like I said, we would just throw money at infrastructure and building and a lot of it just disappeared and who knows? And that was probably on both sides. It was like a horrible waste of money and it was not handled properly. And then you would deliver like XY facility and then it like falls to shit and nobody takes care of it or uses it appropriately. So
do you think these countries will just be fending for themselves for the rest of time?
Well, who knows? I don't think, like some of them are fine. Some of the areas over there are fine. It's just like, it depends on where you go.
Right.
Like you can go to like Jordan. It's totally fine there.
Yeah, but Jordan's not like, we don't have a ton of Jordanian immigrants trying to flee Jordan. You know what I mean? We're talking about like Syria. Places like extremely war torn, like
I
war
don't know
torn.
what you do.
What do you do?
I have no idea.
Like that's why I can't help but think that like it's kind of like a reset. They got reset in the worst possible way, and gosh, how long will that take to rebuild, to bring back communities, to bring back culture there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how.
Not to say there's not culture, but I'm just saying like.
Yeah, I don't know how like messed up some of these places are. I know Gaza's trash. that place is Dunsky.
Yeah. I wish I would have. I almost went to school for poli-sci because I was so interested in international relations. And looking at the climate now, I'm so glad I did not. Oh, nice. I'm so glad.
It's a shit show either way, dude. The whole thing. It's a mess.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, but like I said, I feel like it's just too transparent now. You can't get away with a ton of bullshit anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is wild. And the internet, for all of its faults, like that, is definitely a highlight. Because, I mean, without it, I feel like it was so easy to pull the wool over your eyes. Whoever it was, it's an authority figure, your local mayor, or a guy on the radio, and just be like, "This is what's going on." And you're like, "Yep."
Or do you remember
that's what's going on?
Growing up and reading in your history books that we won the Vietnam War?
No, right?
It's funny. It's like we look back on it with fresh eyes, with new information. Because sometimes information takes 30, 40 years to come out.
Well, it's faster now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, much faster. Yeah.
It's much faster. So, but like we're able to go back and triple check all of these facts from history. And we're like, oh, this is like... That's what they say. History's written by the victors.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. How wrong are some of these stories?
Dude, there's got to be so many.
Tons. And like I said, I've often thought about like the idea of whole cultures that have like come and gone throughout human history. Like if a battle went one way or another, especially back in the day, they would erase every trace of you. They would destroy everything. You could have an entire culture, just bloodlines just disappearing. And it's like if one battle went a different way a long time ago, like the world could be a completely different place.
It's true. Yeah. We could all be speaking German or Japanese.
Yeah, or some other language that we've never even heard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Do you have any more prompts?
No, that was just the one from there. It's just go.
I didn't know that I thought the prompt was the question, and I got all excited because I'm putting my tinfoil hat on now.
Oh, well, answer the prompt. Should I read it again?
But
we can re-ask it.
I didn't answer it?
Well, no, because remember the prompt was just to bring up the whole thing about Star Trek.
Oh, right.
But you were saying you initially wanted to answer the question that was the prompt.
Yeah, because you're like, what's something interesting that happened today?
Okay, yeah, you answer it.
And I need to like do a lot more research on it, but I saw some info about France, how they are calling, I think it's called a confidence vote. So confidence vote is when I think it's like their parliament, I could be wrong, they think that their prime minister is no longer able to do his duties.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and I just think it's kind of weird that it's all going on at the same time, that Candace Owens said that his wife is a dude. Yeah, I'm like, ooh, I know correlation doesn't equal causation, but it's so spicy.
Damn. Yeah, that's true. What if it was? What if it was true?
But he also like did something weird recently where he's like, get France's hospitals ready for like war casualties by like 2026. They just announced this like last week.
War with who?
Nobody knows.
Well, they've been doing some wild stuff though for a while.
Oh yeah. But he said he was trying to get all the hospitals ready for mass casualties by 2026.
What are they doing? Sending people to Ukraine or some shit?
I don't know. But isn't that weird though? It makes me feel weird. Like, I'm like, what do you guys know that we don't know? Or are you just trying to distract the world from the fact that your wife is probably a dude?
Dude. I don't know if Candace Owens is completely insane or if she's onto something. I really haven't paid a ton of attention, but I've just seen the highlights.
There are some things where she's so off base and I'm like, I can't really get down with that, but she is a little bit of my guilty pleasure. She is really funny and she kind of does good investigative journalism. Like she goes deep. Like I sometimes can't keep up. I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so many names. There's all these different dates but she's have you like seen the following she has now?
Is she like the toned down female black version of Alex Jones?
I think just a different flavor.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
A different flavor. She's just so funny to me. I couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her for so long, but as I've gotten older, I've gotten a little more skeptical of things. Yeah. I've leaned a little bit more to the right on things.
You gotten sweet on her.
Yeah.
You gotten sweet for Candace Owens.
Sometimes I'll send her messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, girl.
You go, girl.
Yeah. How you doing? Good morning. How's your day?
I just don't like a lot of the podcasters, like in, free country, you do your thing, but they want to like bring everything back to like their religion. And I love everybody who's got their religion. I think that's really cool, but I feel like it can make people like not want to listen to her.
Yeah, and I feel like
that a lot with a lot of the base of the Republican Party too. It's like, man, if you guys just kind of like we always talk about, if you backed off
people are leaning into Christianity right now hard.
That's true.
I mean, which is fine. I mean, whatever floats your boat, dude. But
I'm always down for spirituality. I think that's always a good idea.
Yeah, I think anybody pursuing that sort of thing, I think it's a commendable thing to pursue.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gotten very like rah Jesus Christ in the in the media. It's kind of interesting.
And it gets me like, it just always makes me like weird when it comes to politics because like I truly believe in the separation of church and state. I think
right. And if it was any other religion, people would be losing their marbles, dude.
They would not allow it.
Everyone would be freaking out. Mm-hmm. And they would say, this is a Christian nation.
And we're not going to take away from that. Yeah. Not taken away from that, but
well, and that's arguable. It's like the whole idea was it wasn't supposed to be sponsored by any religion, initially. That wasn't the idea at all. To say like we are establishing a Christian nation.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the founding fathers were atheists.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a historian, but the way I interpret some of those writings, it's like, yeah, you're not supposed to be up here talking about how important it is that we spread this religion. Like, I think that was kind of going against the idea. Yeah. You can have it. You can totally have it. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer in like separating it 100%. I think.
Right. Because you even see it now, like, for better or worse, like if like even a Muslim politician, people are like, what's up? Like everyone is like eyeballing them, like being like, I don't know if I like that. Just because they're Muslim.
It's very hypocritical.
It is.
It's extremely hypocritical.
So I feel like you probably shouldn't do that. And both sides, keep your praying to yourself, dude. Yeah. Pretty much, right?
Or if you want to, it's understandable. Like if a politician wants to have a prayer, cool. But like, don't create policies because of your faith.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's the key, right?
Like, I think because you got to understand that like everybody might have different religions.
But I mean, isn't abortion, well, I guess maybe gay marriage. Those are really the only two that come up with religion, right? Or the main ones.
Yeah, probably.
They're the main ones.
I think like a little bit of like IVF, like the real fringe people. But like at this point, like let it go. You don't believe in gay marriage? Don't get gay married.
I don't think anyone cares that much about that. Every once in a while you hear like, oh, they're going to like repeal it. I really don't think anybody cares about it anymore.
No.
It's a very small group.
But
that's like
I'm talking about, these are social issues that take time. They take time to be really ingrained in the fabric.
Yeah.
Where you're comfortable with it. It's your neighbors are gay. Your family members are gay. And they've always been there. Yeah. It's just now it's way accepted. And thank God. Because my poor friends that had to hide it, be in the closet for forever. Gosh, it was awful. I had a few though that came out flaming And they're like, I was like, when did you know you were gay? I was like, since I was breathing.
Yes, that's wild. I can't imagine. I wonder what even that is. Like, sexual orientation. Like, could it be tied to genetics or like
Maybe.
what would make someone? Yeah, like, and I wonder what that would be.
Yeah, I've always was curious about like the evolutionary like benefit of
right. Yeah, because obviously from a reproductive standpoint, you're not getting anything done.
Yeah, but there's gotta be something.
Yeah, I just wonder what it is.
But yeah, there's got to be a reason. Like the way we evolved, it's like it's almost perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost perfectly set up.
Right.
So it just seems like nature just had that in mind.
Yeah.
Or maybe nature likes flavors.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe everyone was just bi back in the day, and then we've all just become stuck up.
I do think that there is like a degree, like some people have like degrees of homosexuality, people call it bi or whatever. But I do think that like some people, they'll be like, maybe, yeah, I'm like a little gay, they probably wouldn't consider them like super bi.
Right.
But they could maybe lean more that way. Like, I'm 20% gay and 80%
totally, like on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
And it's so funny too, because with something like that, I feel like that's another thing that you could just see, and it probably has already happened, right? It's definitely already happened. Whereas back in the day, it was like real closeted. Now you see more and more people coming out, and there probably are more and more people that are more comfortable with that now, and maybe that'll even continue, where someone will be like, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like
a couple drinks, I might give it a whirl.
Yeah. Like it just might be just...
Especially now, some of them got tits. Now you're like really sweetening the pot, dude. Like you're kind of hot, got tits, maybe even a fat ass. Still a wiener though.
Some people are into it.
Dude, there's a bunch of guys that probably will.
Bunch of people are into it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I kind of like, I've always thought about it in a way of how just people naturally are, like happiness, for instance. Like I know people that are just on a spectrum of how happy they are. They just naturally have a baseline of high happiness. Mm-hmm. And then I know people, there's nothing wrong with their life. They've got a good life, but their baseline happiness is just low.
Yeah.
It's just low. It's always low. You're not going to go up and down a lot. And I just feel like a lot of characteristics are like that. Some people are dialed up. Some people are dialed down.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's all just genetics and experience and chemistry and environment and all those factors that just shape you throughout your life, which is, we've talked about it before a bunch of times, but it does bring that free will question into mind just a little bit because, you just kind of end up who you are. Like, you're not born and you're like, I'm going to be blah, blah, blah. You just kind of find yourself there at some point and then you start figuring it out there. So it's just random, Mm-hmm. You just pop in wherever. You just spawn in.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I hope my next life I have even more happiness. I feel like I'm pretty happy now.
Dang. Now you might be chasing the dragon, dude. Probably go the other way. Probably be a like Edgar Allan Poe, depressed alcoholic.
Oh no!
Sleeping in the gutters.
That juju on me. I don't want that.
But you need the full spectrum before you can ascend.
Well,
so
maybe
you have to live all the different types of lives.
I'm pretty nice. I'm nice to people. Maybe I'll come back as like a duke or a nice golden retriever in a middle class family,
right?
Because I always feel like our animals, their lives are so good. I'm like, you did something so good in a past life.
If reincarnation is real, though, I think you would never be an animal. I don't think that you would ever go down in like the intelligence and consciousness and like soul experience. I don't think so. No.
You don't think that if you're a really, really horrible person, you're like some like cockroach, like in the sewer. I guess they don't really feel pain though. I feel like if you're a really, really horrible person, you'd have to feel that in your next life.
Perhaps. Yeah. If there's any sort of, not galactic, but universal karma or something like that. Yeah. If such a thing was real. But yeah, I don't think that you would become an animal. Like sounds cool. Be like, I'm an eagle flying through the sky. But you can look at an eagle. And there's nobody there. There's nobody there.
We don't know.
I think you can tell.
We don't know. Maybe they talk in a different frequency than us.
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they communicate and there's things going on that we don't fully understand, but
I think mammals maybe though. I think mammals do have like whales and dolphins. You can't tell me that they don't have consciousness.
But they might be up and comers. That's what I'm saying. Is that might be levels to it.
Remember how we were talking about that the other day, like the stoned ape hypothesis, and how over millions and millions of years we just ate a bunch of mushrooms, and that's what like gave us consciousness. Mm-hmm. I can't help but think deer are doing that right now.
They might be. Didn't you say your homie saw a deer eat like house at Amanita muscara?
I saw it online, and that's what like popped it up in my head. I was like, what if there are animals on this earth that are going through the same process that maybe we went through? And if you come back in a million years, what if we have like talking, like full on talking deer and whales and dolphins? Like, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, given enough time and if the conditions are stable enough, I mean, who knows? Who knows what could happen? But now with humanity here, I don't know. We don't leave a lot of room for other things to thrive.
No.
We kind of took over this bitch.
Yeah, we did.
So
we're probably looking for the next one.
Yeah. Another. Yeah. Daddy's still thirsty.
We are Darth Vader. We're the Darth Vader world.
Yeah. We're just going to suck everything we can and just go on to the next place and be like, we need some more oil and gold.
God, I hope not. I feel like if you have enough technology to reach for the stars, you could hopefully create your own energy and wouldn't need to go plunder other places.
I would hope so. I certainly would hope so. And some people that they kind of shit on Elon Musk. They're like, well, you put in all that money into like going to space when you could use it on saving this planet. But it's like, ideally you need to do both, right? We don't want to be just solely focused on the stars. We also need to like take care of this.
He can only do so much.
No, I know. I'm not saying he should do it. I'm saying humanity needs to be doing that.
He's our space guy. Can we have like a Earth Elon?
Yeah.
I always say if we had like three more Elons, just like him, the way his brain works, how motivated he is and how creative he is. With just 3 more people like him, gosh, the world would be a whole different place.
Right. Yeah. What missions would we give the other 2 Elons? So Elon's got becoming multiplanetary. The species becoming multiplanetary is Elon Musk's goal, number 1.
It'd be energy.
Energy?
I feel like we would need to be able to give everybody power.
Yeah.
Everybody would need...
like unlimited and free power.
Yes. I feel like how amazing would that be?
Mm-hmm.
And food.
Yeah. What do we need to do with food?
Well, let's grow it better. Let's make sure food is available to everybody around the world. It's very easy in first world countries, but that's a different story in third world countries.
Yeah, and it's probably like a pretty easy problem to solve. I was going to say something similar, but I was going to say sustainability / like protecting biodiversity or like someone that's really nerding on the ecosystem and really looking close, because unfortunately, like with those things, and I'm not like a crazy tree hugger, but certain things, like if they go too far, then it's really hard to go back. And then you can start seeing system collapse in certain areas. So it's one of those things that can sneak up on you a little bit. You keep fucking over this one species or this one area, and then this like bad chain reaction kind of starts kicking off.
Let's start with the oceans. Let's bring ocean populations back. Let's clean it up. Oh, that's another one. I mean, just the pollution.
Maybe we should start attacking Chinese fishing vessels because they're just out there going crazy, invading everyone's waters.
Have you ever seen Whale Wars?
I have.
It's an amazing show.
It is pretty cool. It is pretty fucking cool. Yeah.
But just when you go to a lot of third world countries and their rivers are completely full of trash. The river's not moving. It's just full of trash. Let's start there. Let's clean up our waterways. Let's clean up our oceans.
Yeah.
You know, I would love, I haven't checked in on, remember that kid like 10, 15 years ago, he created this like contraption that was
like the ocean garbage collector.
Yes, I would love.
I think they like expanded, and then now there's multiple vessels. I believe. I think I saw something about it, and it just has grown. I think so. I think it's doing pretty good.
That's great. But could you imagine if you had like an Elon type guy with his kind of money backing something like that?
Mm-hmm.
You could have a million of those machines.
Yeah.
And how quickly we could turn it around.
I know. But then you have to do something about the source too, which is like you have these countries that just whatever their culture is like. I mean, they just are fucking crazy polluters. Like India's really bad about it.
It's poverty.
But yeah, but I mean, are the systems not there? It's just like everyone just throws everything in the river. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't
so
think they have.
Do we just need to go like
in a lot of these places? You know what I mean? Like
build some like real Gucci low emission like incinerators or something over there? Is it just like, is that what somebody needs to do to like, go help it out? Like I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Also, first world countries, we rely on shitty goods, fast fashion, crappy plastic toothbrushes. Like a lot of the things we buy is not sustainable.
Yeah, but again, like it's almost like with the carbon emissions thing, we take all these steps to be really clean and to make ourselves feel good. And you can look at this chart. I saw one not too long ago. It's like us in Europe, we were going down with our carbon emissions, whatever. And China was just like fucking skyrocketing. At one point they were building something crazy, like 20 coal-fired power plants a day or something over there. It was like something insane. And then we're like doing paper straws and like hybrid cars and everything, which is cool. Like I support doing that kind of shit anyways, but it's like it doesn't even fucking matter.
Well, things that do matter that are a big problem, like fast fashion, right? So like companies like Shein, where you're buying these clothes that are just so cheaply made. They take a month to get to you, right? So you'll order $300 worth of clothes. They get to you. Half of them, maybe more than half, don't fit right. They look like shit. And then it's too expensive to return them. So if a lot of people, you know, they'll maybe donate them, but a lot of people just throw it in the trash. And the amount of clothing, shitty clothing that's going in to these waste areas, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's a big problem.
Well, even if you donate it, it's still working its way to the ocean, you know?
Yeah.
Like might just be a person or two in between, but it's also has ruined every single like secondhand vintage shop, because there used to be like really cool clothes in these places, and now they have cheap shit.
It's all just like Shein, you know, and it's just like, oh man, this place, like a Plato's Closet used to be a treasure place, you know. You can get like some old Dolce and Gabbana stuff or something like that, but no, not anymore. You just can't.
It's all going to shit. But it's actually not.
Figure it out. We will figure it out. But I do worry about the oceans.
Yeah.
I do worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what if we fish out? Like, there's no more fish.
Yeah, I mean, we've crushed a lot of populations. So, I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist by any means, so.
I wish I could just upload all this knowledge into my head and just take things into my own hands.
Soon you'll be able to with your AI component or companion.
With my AI companion.
Yeah, you will. Be like, help me take over the world, AI companion. And you're like, sure, this is how you do it. And everyone will be doing it at the same time. It's going to be real weird.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm really weird about any AI companion or probably future like wearables, insertables, or...
Well, it doesn't have to be anything like that. I mean... Even if you had just like your phone, but it's got access to such a powerful AI system that it can like truly like figure incredible things out. It can do significant amount of work for you. and whatnot. You know, you can be like, hey, go set up this. I want you to go set me up an LLC, start shipping these products to this place, blah, blah, blah. Or just tell it. Be like, go build a business, dude. And it's like, sure.
I want to make $5 million a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not asking for a lot.
Yeah, because if you had something that was powerful enough to be able to pull all these strings together, it could know exactly like what is trending at the time, what's the cheapest way to A to Z. Like it would just be able to figure these things out. Theoretically, right?
If you could build any invention for like the betterment of humanity, what would it be?
Any invention? Well, it's not really an invention, but yeah, this might sound a little spicy, but it would be almost like a low-key form of gene therapy, maybe even a vaccine. Oh, everyone would really hate that, the idea of that right now. But it would be to curb the individualistic thinking that people have to help them to work better together.
Yeah, that's tough. That one makes me feel really weird. Makes me feel really weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn everyone into drones.
Yo.
Except for me.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it would work. It would be like, who's responsible for rolling this out?
I am. It's my invention. If I can invent one thing for humanity, I would turn everyone on the planet into my slave.
Okay, well, we all know you wouldn't do that. You're a good guy.
I wouldn't actually do that.
And that's why I think.
Or would I?
Excuse me. And that's why I think you should run for president.
Yeah, 2028, baby.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're right, dude. That'd be insane.
I know. That'd be bonkers. I would single-handedly ruin your chances of winning.
I wouldn't have a chance anyways.
I partied too hard in my 20s.
I'd be horrible at it. I'd probably be not the best speaker. I don't know. I'm probably too matter of fact. And sometimes I'm a space cadet too. So I'll be like in some high level meeting with all these prime ministers. And I'm like, well, dude, what are you guys talking about?
No way. You would like assemble like your amazing team. I think that's the
AI
main
companion.
Yeah. It's all coming full circle.
Yeah. Like, I'm not actually going to do anything. I'll be the figurehead.
Yeah, that's interesting.
No, I think I would be horrible at that job. I can't juggle all that kind of like information, and my brain doesn't work like that. It's so hard for me to like remember stuff. And I've been like that my whole life. I have to study things. Like when I study for a test or whatever, I have to like just like to an insane degree. I always feel like I had to spend a lot more time than a lot of my friends.
If Trump can do it, you can do it.
No. But he's been leading shit and directing shit for his entire life.
It's true.
So there's a lot of skill that he's gained.
Yeah.
Whether you like him or not. He's a very skilled and crafty, intelligent person.
And hilarious.
He is, which is a sign of intelligence.
It is.
Mm-hmm. I never really thought about that until I feel like someone was saying that. And I probably heard it before.
It is.
But yeah. Yeah, because you have to look at things in a unique way to be able to like put things together.
Gotta be quick too.
Yep. And you have to have good recall and be able to pull out things from like different places. That way you can craft the best joke right for the moment. Yeah, it takes a certain type of brain to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, this has been fun, but I think I gotta go feed Duke now.
Yeah, he's up there shitting the bed.
He's so upset. He's on a diet. So
oh, yeah. So he's starving.
He's starving.
Well, he weighs 159 pounds. So let's at least get into 150 range.
He's so fat. His poopa is so big. But he's been really, really not loving this new food situation.
And he'll survive.
Yes.
All right, baby. Well, thanks for the chat.
Yes. And next time I would love to we should totally do a tinfoil episode and like literally wear tinfoils.
Okay.
And we come with different topics.
Oh, yeah. We should have a little conspiracy theory presentation hour.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
We should each like develop two.
Okay.
That we can present like at least fairly well.
Yes.
You know?
I like that idea.
We'll have our 2 little packets. I'm going to be like, conspiracy theory, yay.
And I will have outfits for each conspiracy.
Okay. All right. This is a great idea. See you then.
Bye.
Or in 5 minutes. Thanks for listening, everyone. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the show out. See you next time.